had that, he was lifting that lathe out of the back of the trunk of the vehicle. You had already moved to California. What was he doing with the lathe? Was he starting a woodworking business?
Okay, when we left Madison, because we sold everything, I was allowed to take 2 changes of clothing for school and a pair of pajamas and 1 pair of shoes. That's each of us in a 27-foot trailer, so that filled up the little spaces. So he couldn't take any of the machinery that he had downstairs that he used to make chairs, to make tables, to make anything to paint the house with or to make a boat. And I used to watch him down in the basement trying to, quote, help him. And he later named the boat Marjorie Ann. Boy, was I surprised. But I guess, you know, I was down there asking him all kinds of questions, and I've always been interested in what you're interested in. Mm-hmm. So really, you have inherited a talent that my dad supposedly sent down. From where he is now.
That's why I'm so curious about all of that. Where did that start? And you said he made chairs?
Oh yeah, chair legs, you know, and all I have to do is put the seat on it.
He needed a lathe
the
for
lathe
that.
was
That's
part
right.
of that, and it was my favorite, my most favorite machine because he let me use it.
To
He
watch
taught me
him.
how to use it.
To watch him with this stick of wood in there, and they had to use I don't know, remember the name, and just make little grooves. And
Chisels.
I used to watch that. It was like magic.
Yeah.
They just appear on this stick of wood.
Yeah.
But I always remember him making things. The kitchen table we had on the farm was a drop leaf, but in the middle you had a solid piece, and at each end he put drawers for our silverware, for towels and things.
Wow.
Dad made that.
Wow.
Dad made everything for our Christmas presents.
Buggies,
Really?
baby bassinets, cradles, whatever.
One that said Margie and one that says Rita Marie.
That's right.
Really?
Oh yes, he was.
Very
This
cool.
cradle was, you know, about this big and about this high, and you could rock it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really neat. And he made things for all the kids. And at Christmas time, Lyle told the younger brother, "Don't you go in there, there's a ghost in there or something." I don't remember what he...
The ghost.
Because I don't remember what it was. What was it? Anyway, one of the boys wrote about that. And it was... I've always known Dad made things for Christmas, whatever he could. We didn't have money to buy. When we finally got a wagon, a real honest-to-goodness wagon with wheels and things, we had to share it with 3 kids. Me and her and Ray, Charles. We shared that wagon, and when we didn't have any place to ride that wagon or pull it because it was on sand. When we moved to the town of Madison, we were on a little hill. We were on a corner, so you could go down a hill on either side with a wagon. We 3 kids piled in that wagon early.
Red flyer.
Early in the morning, because we were used to getting up. We were farmers' kids. and we piled in that wagon, 3 of us, and coasted down the wagon. And we had one part of the frame was loose in the back, and it would drag on the ground on our cement and make noise at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And we didn't know, when we realized that there was a problem, because the neighbor stuck her head out the door and says, "You kids are making too much noise." And I reached back and pulled that thing up so it wouldn't drag on the ground. And I says, "That'll take care of it." And she just grinned at us. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
Oh, but we were so tickled to have a cement sidewalk on a hill to ride that thing down. And then later on, when I got roller skates for Christmas when I was 12, about 11, from my brother for Christmas. He had money. He had been in service. This is the oldest brother. And he bought roller skates for me. And they gave me a pillow along with it to put on my butt while I was learning to ride roller skates.
Was it a real big pillow?
And that was a real joke. They had gone out, the boys had gone out and shoveled the sidewalk before it was time to open presents. Shoveled that sidewalk in preparation for me to go out there with my new skates.
How sweet.
It was
Very sweet.
Those brothers were so considerate of us girls, of us kids, the little ones. That's what we were.
Yeah, we were the second
little
family.
ones.
Dad called us the second family. Okay, now because I'm 5 years younger, the trip I remember mostly was our trip out west. Dad was very determined to make it a trip to remember, which he did. He set an example all the way, not only in driving, but perseverance. And when we stopped, he always talked to the people around, finding out where to visit, what to do, how to have, what to see. And always wore his hat so that he looked like Eisenhower.
Really?
Not
Not
Eisenhower,
Eisenhower.
FDR.
FDR, yeah,
He
sorry.
really did look like that.
Yeah.
And he even tried to hold his cigarette like
his-
FDR did.
Pipe.
Pipe.
Well, okay.
And
He did both.
And so he had been very sick in the years before, so we were always very apprehensive. And of course, having to bring only 2 sets of clothing, 1 pair of jammies, and 1 pair of shoes, I was always resentful of the fact of how tight he was. And I told him he was a tightwad, and he says, "I'm Scottish and I'm proud of it."
He didn't know. You told him he was a tight
Oh
one?
gosh, he never gave me a penny. I worked for my money.
Yes, you did.